So I made a terrible mistake, a grave miscalculation. It happens. It happens. Hi, I'm Amy and I make things. And today I'm making a new plan. Well, an initial plan. Come on, let's talk about it. I'll tell you where it started, where it went wrong, and what I'm doing now. Come on, let's just talk it out. So I had this big idea. I had this grand idea. I'm going to wing it. I'm going to take the pressure off. I'm not going to make any hard and fast plans. You know what happens when you don't make what happens for me when I don't make hard and fast plans? Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing happens. Guys, y'all should have told me. I had this great idea. I'm going to wing it. Y'all, I'm not a wing it kind of person. What was I thinking? It's not my style. It's not my jam. It's not my vibe. Any of the things that you want to say. It's not how I operate. And I know this about myself. And I'm okay with this about myself. And I thought, well, I need to take some pressure off, so I'll just wing it. That's what I've been doing in December. And it was working. And it was making it easier. And I was getting through December up until right at the end when chaos ensued. I was getting through December and it was a breeze. It was a lot of work, but it was a breeze. And then it occurred to me that that's not what I was doing in December. December was planned. December was scheduled. What I was doing in December was rolling with it when things didn't match the plan, which is entirely different from winging it, right? So, had this epiphany when I was thinking about, what have I done? Well, not a video, clearly. Sorry, it's, we're just going to talk it out. We're just going to talk it out. The kids didn't go back to school until January 20th. So everyone was home and the mood and the schedule were different. And then they went back to school. I thought, oh, great, I'll get back in the groove. I'll start doing things. Then we had ice. And y'all, I know you guys who live where there's weather, more power to you. We don't. We have really efficient air conditioning systems. We are not equipped for snow and or ice. Certainly not equipped for freezing rain like we got the time before. Nevertheless, we were stuck indoors with no school for another couple of days. Schedule gets disrupted. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. But during this time, I was like, why can I not get myself together? Why can't I muster the energy and the inspiration to get things done? Anything. And I realized it's because I don't have a plan. I didn't have any goals. And you know what you get when you aim for nothing? Nothing. You get exactly what you're aiming for. And so I took myself in hand and I thought, okay, clearly this isn't working. Girl, you need a plan. I need a plan. I need a list. And I was talking to my friends about it earlier. I was sewing kits at one of our sewing days. Kits the ones I made back in September. If I can find the video, I'll link it up above. But I'm sewing these kits and I'm checking things off my list. And I looked at my friend, Kim. I said, what was I thinking? Winging it is not for me. Rolling with it, however, is something I really need to embrace. Because I tend to get bristly. Let's be kind to myself. A little bristly, a little rigid when things don't go to plan. I have trouble shifting gears. Part of that is my type A engineering minded background and upbringing. And part of it is my form of bipolar disorder. It doesn't allow me to shift gears and to react reasonably to things. So practicing the tools of breathing, pausing, asking the questions of what does this really mean and is it really important? And how can we work around these unexpected changes or disruptions? These are things that I need to practice. It's the rolling with it part of December that was getting me through, not the winging it. So I have learned something about myself, but I'm really wondering about you guys, because you guys know, and you just let me do that. No, it's not on you. It's on me. And that's the thing about these experiments that we try. We try them and we figure out what works and we carry that forward and we leave behind the rest. And I think that it is important to try new things. Maybe especially when it doesn't work, because that's where you learn. That's where you have to evaluate and figure out what isn't working, where the sticking points are, and work your way around. And that's how you grow. I read a lot of Stoic philosophy. It's something that I am learning and studying. And Ryan Holiday's book, his first book, The Obstacle is the Way, it's about that. It's about what you learn about yourself when you meet these obstacles. When I realized that winging it was getting me nowhere. Now, I say nowhere. I did finish some things. Anna quilted, here, let me show you an up close, the 9-patch quilt, and I got it bound. And I'll show that fully in an upcoming vlog. And you know what else I did? I got a lot of flippy corners sewn together. I got all of these sewn together from Ian. And I got a lot of flippy corners cut and trimmed with my little 1.5-inch block lock ruler and my teeny tiny little mat. And I got all that done because they were low stakes. I mean, I want these done. I want to work on this. This is a project that is near and dear to my heart. Community involved. And I got some flippy corners in the mail. You know who you are. I have not sent a thank you yet. I am so sorry. I was delayed in getting to the P.O. box, but look at these, guys. Look, and look. Some happy mail. I got a whole tin of red and cream flippy corners, and I am very excited to get to use those. Thank you so much. But I did all that because it was low stakes, because it didn't matter. It was motion, not progress. I mean, a little bit of progress, but not like the dig deep kind of work that I really want to do right now. So this past weekend, when I realized what was going on, it takes me a minute, guys. Sometimes I'm a little slow. Sometimes, you know, they say sometimes the universe whispers to you, and I'm like, no, I need that like piano dropped on my head. But when I realized what was going on, I took stock and I said, okay, what is it that I really want to get done? So I made a list. Go figure. I made a list of the things that I really want to focus on this year. And I engaged a friend, and we've become accountability partners for each other in both the quilting and the YouTube arena. And I finally feel more myself. I feel like all of January, well, from really the end of December, all through January, I was just drifting. Do you guys ever feel that way? Like you're just like untethered. And it was very disconcerting. You know, at first it's kind of fun. It's like, ooh, I don't have any responsibilities. And then it gets to be where it's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do next because I didn't have any direction. So now I have some solid direction. I'm really excited to get back to filming videos, to film vlogs, to actually be in here in the studio creating things, working, making donation quilts, making quilts and projects that are outside of my comfort zone so I can learn and grow. Now, I mean, January wasn't a total loss. I did read 11 books and 12. I'll have finished the 12th one by the time you guys see this. So, I mean, it wasn't a total loss, but I think maybe I just needed that little bit of hibernation time. Sometimes we need to take a beat. It can be really useful to step back so that you can see a bigger picture and see things more clearly. Or at least that's how it was for me this time. And I've encountered that before. So I think there's probably some truth in that for all of us. Just take a minute, figure out what you want, and then come back fresh. So that's what I'm doing. Thank you so much to all of you who have reached out through email or Instagram or direct message. Thank you so much for checking on me. I so appreciate it, and I probably haven't responded. Know that I have read everything, and I am grateful. It has kept me going, and it's brought me back to here, because there was a point when I questioned, well, is YouTube really the answer? And that's when I knew. I was like, okay, I got to do something different. I've got to do something different. So now I have a plan, and I have a schedule, and it feels really good. It makes me comfortable. And some people, a schedule or a framework makes them feel boxed in, makes them feel constrained. It makes me feel safe. Now I have a direction. I know what I'm aiming for. And so hopefully I'll get really close, even if I don't strike the goal. Because like I said, when I aim for nothing, boy, do I ever hit it. So that's where I've been. That's what's going on. And going forward, I am really, really inspired is not the right word. Encouraged and dedicated to what comes next. More Sew With Me videos, more videos about me showing you how I do XYZ. They're not, my teaching videos are not like tutorials. This is how you do this. It's like here's how I did this, and you might want to try it. That is always my intention. That is always my goal, because there are a million ways to do any number of things in quilting or crafting or project making, and I just share mine. I'm excited about projects with Donna. I tell you, she texted me last week. She goes, "Hey, Amy," and I responded, "No." Because let me tell you what she did. The video that went up this month, where I said I got to stop answering the phone when Donna calls, that video went up, and that afternoon, she hadn't seen it yet, that afternoon, she FaceTimes me, "Hey, I've got a project for us." And I said yes. If you've seen my video on Donna's channel where we're chatting, you already know. But not only did I say yes, but I roped my friend Tracy into it with me. So we're excited about that. It's going to be fun. It's going to be spread throughout the year. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to a Christmas project with Donna. Mom's the word on that one right now. But I've got these things that are good things. And my shirt, it's one of the Life is Good shirts. And even when life is hard, and right now it is so very hard, heartbreakingly hard. Life is still good. There are still good people. There are still good acts. There are still things we can do in our community, with our work, with our art, in our own hearts, that's good and beautiful and important. So, with all that said, I am ready. I am ready to work my list and get some things done and share it all with you. Thank you so much for your encouragement, for your comments, for your patience. Life gets kind of lifey sometimes, doesn't it? Please let me know in the comments if you are a planner and a scheduler, and maybe to what degree. Or if you are truly I'm going to act as the spirits move me kind of person, if that works for you. I love all the things that make us different, that we also share and that bring us together, and that we all have our own approach. It is just such a wonderful thing to hear about everyone in the community and how everyone works. It fascinates me to no end. So I cannot wait to know where on that spectrum you guys fall. While you're down there leaving a comment, please click the like and subscribe if you haven't already. We're building a fantastic community here in our little corner of the internet, and I am glad you're here. YouTube thinks you're going to like this video right here. I hope you do. More than anything else, I hope you never forget that you make the world more beautiful just by being in it. I'm Amy, and I'll see you next time.